for this, man.
Clock!
Y'all playing the wrong football.
X3, 218, chopper.
10. Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Oh, you got D? Mike 50. There's a party now.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He finds Coleman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 27. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Coaching spell.
Brings up second and 1 at the 18-yard line.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now a give, right side. Carson. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it second and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Check. Walk 54.
On second down, it's Carson. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got Lockett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Right
there, 54 Mike. Who that? Shit!
Hey, easy.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Check Mike 54.
On 2nd down and 4. Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Nick Bosa able to get him for a loss of about 3.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Go, 14.
56. Oh, yeah.
Hey, look.
Here we go again.
To throw on 3rd down. Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 23.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
they?
When
we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Nothing too fancy there, a simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there, because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you were onto something.
21.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Hey, gun.
Mike, 54.
I got you.
54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
White.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike, 54. Mike, 54.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 38, Wilson. And this is caught by C.J. Procise. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
54 right there, 54 Mike. Okay, in this defense. Check 31, check 31. That's free. 54. Mike, 54.
Let's go, 4 down.
Bang, 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 bang. Go.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And off the deflection, it's caught. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. On 1st down, Procise. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 12, 1st down, Seahawks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch the Switch.
25.
SOS. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. 56. Mike, 56 right there.
Hey, 0.
Me and you.
Wilson rolling to his right. He hits his running back, Procise. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. Wilson gives to Procise on the delay. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Mike's 56.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson, quick slant, caught by Moore. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here we go. 11.
Check. Undercrunch. Switch.
11.
57 to Mike. Get in the weight room.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
You can't block me.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Right there. 54.
Check.
54 Mike. Let's go, defense.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Buying time to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Sheldon Day coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to go down again. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
Dancing to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They run again with Carson. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Right there, 54 Mike. Crunch time, defense.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
49ers 10. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense.
Here we go.
Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Hey, alert! Alert!
On first down, it's Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35.
another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 30.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Here we go. Black 80!
57, Mike 57.
One, Omaha.
Second and
Here I come again. Here I come again. Watch it.
They will run again with Coleman.
It's wrong, fellas. It's wrong.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And that will be incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding third and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
Slam.
19.
Now it's Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First down, Seattle.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, it's Carson. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a second and 13.
Green 80!
Mike 56. Woo-hoo.
You guys listen. Touch 50.
56 to Mike. ball. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Defense wins.
36 power.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Wilson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson now. Going to throw again. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
11.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space, but it'll be second down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Here we go.
The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
57 Mike. I'm trying to collect.
Go.
Mike's 57's Mike. What we got?
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Steps away. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On second down, it's Coleman. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards there and a first down. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else. It makes a dramatic play.
A second down carry for Procise. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
25.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Check it out, Reed. He's checking. Crack.
Cut. Cut. Cut.
56. Mike, 56.
Cut.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Cut.
56. Mike's 56. Here we go.
Cut. Cut.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Play action, Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for Seattle. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.